Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to another special English learning video from me. Today, I'm going to share something that will touch your heart. A story about love, faith, and an unexpected goodbye. The name of this story is He Left Without Saying Goodbye. This is not just a story. It is your chance to improve your English speaking and listening in a fun and emotional way. We will use a powerful technique called shadowing. You listen to a sentence, then you repeat it back like a shadow. And guess what? That's exactly how native speakers learn languages as children. This is one of the fastest ways to train your brain, mouth, and ears to speak English naturally. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to read the story in clear, simple English. You will listen and repeat each sentence after me. Then we will learn 5 useful English phrases at the end of the story. Are you ready to start? Stop everything, take a deep breath, and explore the story.
My name is Claire, and this story happened 1 year ago. But I still think about it almost every day. I'm 27 years old, and I work at a bookstore near the old train station in Boston. I've always loved books. They're quiet, honest, and they never leave you. Not like people do. I met Ethan in the bookstore. He came in on a rainy Monday. I remember because he left his umbrella by the door and forgot to take it. He stood near the poetry section, reading Pablo Neruda. He looked calm, soft eyes, tired hands. I asked, looking for something special. He smiled, closed the book, and said, "I think I just found it." Ethan started coming to the store every Friday. At first we talked about books, then about music, then about life. He said he worked in software, but he didn't talk about work much. He liked jazz music, lemon tea, and cloudy skies. After 2 months, he asked me out. We went to a rooftop cafe and watched the rain fall. He held my hand. I laughed too much. He didn't mind. One night, he said, "Claire, being with you feels like peace." I didn't know how to answer, so I just said, "I'm glad you came into the store." We weren't dramatic. We didn't post photos online. We were just quiet and real. He met my friends. He never talked much, but when he did, it mattered. Sometimes I'd wake up early and find a note on my table, morning sunshine, teas in the kitchen. But then something changed. One Friday, he didn't show up at the bookstore. No message, no call. I thought maybe he was sick. That night, I texted him, "Hey, you okay?" No reply. I waited all weekend. Nothing. On Monday, I walked past the cafe where we had our first date. I checked my phone. Still no message. So I went to his apartment. The door was locked. No lights inside. I called his name twice. No answer. I went back home and waited. On Wednesday, I got a letter. No return address. Just my name, Claire. Inside was a short note in Ethan's handwriting. "I'm sorry, I had to go. I hope you'll be okay." That's it. No reason. No explanation. No goodbye. I stared at that note for hours. I cried for days. I kept asking myself, did I do something wrong? Was it even real? Why didn't he say goodbye? Mia, my best friend, said, maybe he got scared. Maybe he had issues. But I didn't want guesses. I wanted the truth. Weeks passed. No news. No sign. Ethan had vanished, like smoke, but I couldn't stop thinking about him, so I started writing letters. Every Sunday, I wrote one and kept it in a box, not to send, just to let my feelings out. In one letter, I wrote, "You said being with me felt like peace. Then why did you leave chaos behind?" Months passed. Slowly, I started smiling again. I worked. I read. I joined a writing group. And then it happened. One evening, I was walking home. It was cold, and the wind was sharp. I passed a man sitting on the ground near the train station. He wore a hood. His face was down. Something about him felt familiar. I turned. He looked up. My heart stopped. It was Ethan. He looked different. Thinner, tired, older. His eyes were still soft, but full of sadness. I froze. So did he. We stood in silence for almost a full minute. Then he spoke. "Claire." That word broke something inside me. I didn't know whether to hug him or scream at him. "Why?" I asked. "I can't explain it here," he said, "but if you give me 5 minutes, I'll try." I nodded. We sat on a bench near the station. The sky was dark. People walked past us, but the world felt frozen. Ethan spoke slowly. I was being followed, not by a person, but by my past. He told me everything. He used to work in cybersecurity. He found something dangerous at his job. He reported it, but someone didn't want the truth out. He started getting threats, emails, messages, phone calls at night. He didn't want me to be involved, so one day he just left. "I thought disappearing would protect you," he said. "I didn't say goodbye because I couldn't. I knew if I saw your face I wouldn't leave." "You hurt me," I said. "I know," he said, "and I live with that every day." I asked, "Why come back now?" He said, "Because I finally cleared my name, and because I never stopped thinking about you." We sat there for a long time. No loud words, no big drama, just two people trying to find peace again. He looked at me and asked, "Can we start again?" I thought about the letters I wrote, the nights I cried, the way he left. Then I looked at him. He was real, still broken, but real. I took a breath. "I don't know yet," I said, "but we can talk." He smiled. That same soft smile from the bookstore. That night, we walked together to the train stop. He didn't hold my hand. He didn't kiss me. But he walked beside me, slowly, honestly. And this time, he didn't leave without saying goodbye. Sometimes people disappear without warning. Sometimes we don't get the answers we want. And sometimes they come back. Not perfect, but trying. This story wasn't about a happy ending. It was about healing, trust, and the power of words. Claire didn't chase Ethan. She didn't forget him. She wrote letters. She stayed strong. And when he came back, she chose to listen. Not to forget, but to understand. That's what strong people do.
You, my friend, are also strong. You are learning English. You're reading, listening, repeating, even when it's hard. That's brave. So, just like Claire, don't give up. Keep walking forward. Keep speaking. Keep trusting the process. You are growing, word by word, story by story. Give me a second. This is the best part for today. Let's now learn 5 useful English expressions from the story. Listen carefully and repeat. Are you ready? 1. Left without goodbye. Meaning, someone disappeared without telling you. Story. Ethan had vanished. He left without goodbye. Example. My friend moved to another city and left without goodbye. 2. My heart stopped, meaning I was very shocked or surprised. Story. My heart stopped. It was Ethan. Example. When I saw my test result, my heart stopped. 3. Like smoke, meaning disappeared quickly and completely. Story. Ethan had vanished like smoke. Example. The bird flew away like smoke in the sky. 4. Mixed feelings, meaning feeling more than one emotion at the same time. Story. Anger, sadness, relief, everything mixed together. Example. When I graduated, I had mixed feelings, happy and scared. 5. Can we start again? Meaning, can we begin a relationship or situation from the beginning? Story. He asked, can we start again? Example. After our fight, she said, can we start again? Now it's your turn to practice shadowing. Here's what to do. Step 1. Watch the story again. Step 2. Pause after each sentence. Step 3. Repeat the sentence out loud. Step 4. Copy the emotion, speed, and voice. Even 10 minutes a day makes a big difference. You can shadow this story once a day for a week and watch your English speaking become more natural and confident. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to practice. Like Claire, like Ethan, like you. Keep showing up. Keep speaking. Keep growing. Thank you for joining me in this emotional journey. What part of the story did you connect with most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel for more shadowing videos and beautiful English stories. And remember, your voice matters. Even if someone leaves without goodbye, you can keep writing your own story. See you next time.